Logging arrivals. Shen Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Mind your footing.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found. That's my way across. That's my way across. Glad that's over. Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft. This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Evacuation happens so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sade zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... well... he died alone, and I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha... if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz,
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
that was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on. There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way. When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the set system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain Atmosphere.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, Silence. Hope. The Master Override. It's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it. Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
Keep holding, keep holding. You're here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Ed.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. That's when I detected it. A faint signal.
A real kindred.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a titan?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know, but the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence.
An opportunity?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their myth. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more besides? I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network. A thrilling technical challenge. Especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to...
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor...
What made you turn on Hades?
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot. With my technology.
A little late.
Indeed. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive.
So when did I come into this?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got me a kill order against a savage Nora girl. But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus. And Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then, the more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature. And usefulness. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
The things you've done in the pursuit...
Aloy. I've done all I can. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it.
Then I just need to get close enough to...
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
God that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire... This'll come in handy. There, fits. Just need to slot in +2. It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time. Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me how this works. Looks like each dial has 4 positions. Maybe if I get each dial in the right position. Did it. Gotta check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Got too much already. Just need to install these power cells. That should do it. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle. Look at that armor inside. Alright, now let's see what we can do with this material.
Meridian. Ah, couldn't imagine living in it. Always stay bright, always stay alert. That's what I say.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Oh, my poor feet.
Don't look to me for help. My duty is to guard. I don't get involved.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom, but many came for you. Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line.
Yes, bolstered by some of the Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the liberation. You're welcome to tour the defense.
And the Spire. Erend.
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and test. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere... Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Meridian.
Meridian,
tried to kill our Sun King. The machine had to stop it cold.
The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
Had to take over my brother's.
Aloy,
You did, Teb.
honestly, if I fought, I brought supplies and I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of Aloy.
She didn't need...
Maybe we can.
It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse. Aloy, what are we up against?
I'm not sure. And if they get past us...
Let's... It sounds like our kind of fight. At the front of the line! And why? Steel before iron! And what are we gonna do? Hit him like a hammer till... Damn right! You hear that? And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend.
Only if we win.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't.
She doesn't much...
I gave my word.
So...
I've seen...
For all what...
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land. And you... I feel like I should drop...
Boy, things are pretty... Thanks for telling the other... Is that why you can...
No. I would... And we must fight a metal devil.
I think the goddess and I...
So am I.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong. I will fight the Metal Devil. The wrongness here.
I'm sorry to put you...
Do not be sorry.
lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun.
Huh. So you must be more thicker, I suppose. Do all Oseram inopportune? Petra Forge woman. Marat asked me to check over. Thank you, Petra. Honest metalwork?
Not another siege. Please stop. What's happening? Is the battle starting?
The main gate will hold.
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished? How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not blood smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
You spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out. Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
You should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
It must run red to be cleansed.
He's quick. Blocked again. Damn it. Blocked again. He's quick. The bridge can't take much more of this. Damn it. Damn it. It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down! Blocked again. He's quick.
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny. Fate was set. Die beneath the sun!
He's quick. Keep him away. Can't let him It's giving way!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sunray then.
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny. Your fate was set.
I am frozen. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand?
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun. Save this for later. Where do you need me? Don't want to be here when that hits.
Where are you?
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
My all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.